Welcome back. Cold and flu symptoms got you feeling a little bit down? Well, today on Dialed In DIY, we've got something you can make at home that can help you feel better. Maybe when you're a kid you remember having VapoRub slathered across your chest, menthol cough drops to help you chase the cough away, inhalers that have menthol in them. Well, we're gonna capitalize on that by making something ourselves that can be used very cost effectively to help give a little bit of relief. And it starts with coconut oil. You could actually substitute a lot of other kinds of oils. I just happen to like the consistency that coconut oil leaves me with. The first thing we're going to do is improvise a DIY double boiler. All you need is a pot with a little bit of water in it and a can big enough to hold all of your materials. I happen to be using a 16-ounce energy drink can that I have cleaned out and cut the top off of. We're going to be using menthol and one other key ingredient, but those don't go in until the end. So I'm going to get the menthol ready now, but most of our time preparing and working on this project is going to be spent just getting the inactive ingredients ready to go. Interestingly enough, both of these active ingredients that we're going to be using today are natural cough suppressants, so no wonder they're used in so many of these cough and cold medications and preparations. If we only use the oil, our finished product would still be pretty much just an oil, so we're going to be adding a little bit of beeswax here so that we can thicken up the final product. Use about a ½ ounce of the beeswax to end up with a softer, creamier kind of a balm, or do what I'm doing and use a full ounce so that you can get a more stiff and sturdy kind of a material that is easier to transport and take with you if you want to do that. So we are going to need something to put our finished product into, so we need to get some containers. And this presents a great opportunity to either recycle or repurpose some other materials, or you can get yourself some new containers and jars like those little small ball canning jars that can be used for a lot of different wonderful things. And I do have an example of that at the end that I can show you as well with a second batch of this that I made at another time. By the way, the reason we're letting this cool quite a bit before we add the menthol and the eucalyptus is because when it's really hot, the oils will vaporize pretty quickly and start to remove themselves from our finished product. So we want to add these pretty quickly here, stir them up, get them mixed in, and get them into our containers and cover them. For now, we're just going to loosely close or lay the tops back on our containers just so that our oils stay inside with the rest of the material. So I'm the kind of person who likes to know why things work, the science behind the product, kind of the proof in the pudding, so to speak. So while these are cooling, let's take a look at why menthol and eucalyptus work so well. As it turns out, there's plenty of research behind the effects of menthol in opening up the airways, reducing the cough reaction or suppressing a cough, as well as just generally providing an opportunity for the sense of better breathing. Either way, it's been kind of a tough cold and flu season for me this year, so making this has actually really helped me out quite a bit. In fact, my final product that I've used was more of a 6% menthol and has worked really, really well. Much better than I ever remember VapoRub working for me before. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to stop by Dialed In DIY to check out my video for a little bit of cough and sinus pressure relief. Hope you got a little something out of it, or just found yourself breathing a little easier. If you did, let me know by clicking that thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe while you're here and ring the bell for future notifications. And make sure to come on back in the future because there'll be plenty more Dialed In DIY to come.